Well, we are now into winter break for many, a time to slow down, enjoy family and friends, and be cozy during these colder, darker days. Or maybe you're going on vacation. Either way, it's a great time to get into a great book, and the Kent District Library is here to help. We've got Amber Elder. She is a programming specialist. Some recommendations for us this morning. Amber, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I think for cozy reading, it really depends on each individual person. Like, what is cozy to you might be different from me. At this time of year, I love a romance, and I also love a cozy murder mystery.
Okay.
But maybe you're more like, ooh, sci-fi or like a historical book. All of those are excellent. It's just finding what niche is great for you and just sliding on into that.
There you go. And sometimes it's, you don't know what you want.
You don't know. And that's why the Kent District Library, we have so many different book options so that you can kind of explore. You can pick up a book, you can get 20 pages in and you can be like, nope, this is not the mood. Or all of a sudden it's 2 hours later and you realize, oh, I have not gotten up in 2 hours because it just sucked me in. Either is great, and we love those.
We love that. Okay, perfect. And let's talk to this time of year is a great time to dive into a good book because of your winter reading challenge.
Yes, we have every year our Let It Snow Winter Reading Challenge. It is for adults and teens. You just have to read 6 books, any books, doesn't matter what those are, and you will win a lovely mug.
It's so cute.
It is. And then if you read 4 more books during the time period, because you have until the end of February, you will be entered to win one of 5 gift cards to Celebrate Books, which is in downtown Grand Rapids.
Love. Oh my gosh, right? To go buy your own books. So let's talk too about what a resource a library can be, because I think if people haven't read in a bit and they're thinking like, okay, maybe their New Year's resolution is to read more books this year. Talk about all the people, the staff that is there to help everyone find what works for them.
When I was invited to do this interview, I immediately reached out to my library friends and I was like, hey, what do you find to be very cozy? And one person mentioned this book right here, The Favorites.
Okay.
She said, honestly, I don't think the book itself is cozy, but once you start it, you can't stop reading it. And that to me is a cozy book, which I absolutely loved. Or another person recommended the book, The Bandit Queens, which we've got right here.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a murder, a little bit of just like a lot of women getting together and figuring life out, which is fun.
Yeah.
It really depends on what you're looking for. So you can go into the library, you can talk with our librarians, they'll work with you and figure things out. Alternatively, you can go, and we have lots of display tables. When I was picking up all of the books to bring with me, I just went through the display tables and I was like, ooh, that looks good and that looks good. And because it's on display, I know there's at least one of our librarians who loves it and read it and has a very good reason for recommending it.
And there you go. They are the experts. These are the people that love to read all the time. Now, also, for those who maybe aren't reading, talk about why it's so important to read. Why reading? We all love to like kind of mindlessly watch television at times, things like that, but getting into a book is a whole nother level.
It is a whole nother level. Studies show that if you read, it helps really improve your ability to concentrate, which as we're all scrolling on Instagram or wherever, we all know we're losing that ability to concentrate.
Sure.
It also, studies show it activates different parts of your brain and gets those working, and it helps create good brain connections, which can help with things like memory loss later in life. And to be very clear, because I know some people are like, ooh, listening to an audiobook isn't reading. It 100% is. The studies show that the same parts of your brain that get working when you're reading a physical book, they also get working when you are reading an audiobook. So if your winter is like, ooh, I would love to do some cozy reading, but I have to make all of these cookies and I have to run all of these errands and I have to make a plan for what to do with the kids over the holidays, that's fine. You can put on an audiobook and you can still get all of the cozy winter vibes and all of the great brain benefits while you are listening to your book.
I love that. I love that so much. All right. Well, this is your excuse to get to the library, the KDL, there to help. And then sign up for the reading challenge and get a mug, because nothing's better than a warm drink and a cozy mug to complement that book.
Absolute favorite for that exact same reason, because you need to have, when you're doing your cozy reading, at least one hot beverage, your water, and then 2 or 3 books around you plus a blanket.
Like my life. Yes. That's it. All right. You head to your local KDL or kdl.org/snow to get into the Let It Snow Winter Reading Challenge, because you have until the end of February to read at least 6 books for the mug, 10 if you want to get entered to win some gift cards to the bookstore. You can also give them a call, 784-2007. And again, free library card, free books to read. You can even rent audiobooks from the library. So get on down and join the winter reading challenge.